Hattie. So, this is the second time shooting this intro. I got messed up in my dog being excited about me talking to a camera for some reason. I don't know why he was so excited about this, but he was. I guess he assumed someone was on the phone. I don't know. But yeah, I've already shot the intro, but we're just gonna redo it again. So, here we go. Hello. Today we are going to be gardening while very gardened. Realizing I've had the sun in my face for a good portion of that section. I'm fine with it if you're fine with it. It was my eyeballs. Anyway, today we're going to be gardening while gardened. I'm very excited. I've acquired some seeds and I've acquired a lot of plants. We're going to be, honestly, we're going to be dabbling into a lot. Sorry, that was a long pause. We're going to be dabbling into what's going on in the world around me and around maybe a lot of you. I hope, honestly, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but people that are watching this are like in my country and feel a little bit of comfort from these videos, knowing that while in this socioeconomic and political climate, we can still find joy in small things, even if it's preparing for the food prices to absolutely fucking skyrocket. Waiting for the grocery prices and gas prices and everything to absolutely skyrocket again, even more so than they already are. And so, we're going to be covering some of that. I am no expert, but I'm also not one to keep my mouth shut when something bothers me. My mother says that's a trait of mine. No one can tell if that's a good trait or a bad trait. Can't keep my mouth shut if something bothers me. I will never say that as bad, especially if it's something I could be educated about or if it's something I can educate somebody else about. You know, it works both ways. If I'm wrong about something I'm pissed off about, I'm wrong. I'd like to be educated. And if I'm right about something that I'm pissed off about, I can educate you and help further the world. Because honestly, if I'm speaking up and giving a fuck, it's because something you're talking about is just gonna cut you off. If not horrendously harm the people around you, just cut you off from the people that you love. So, yeah. Anyway, let's retake this and then talk about plants. To the stars, buds. I don't know if you can hear that train, but that train is miles away. That's what it's like to live in the mountains. Sound travels exponentially. I'm sure if the neighbors really listen, they can hear me talk. Probably almost hear every word I say, which is really nuts to think because my neighbors are like, well, they're not that far. They're like a quarter mile. Like, it's easy walking, running distance. They'd run there in actual minutes. Maybe like a minute or two. It wouldn't be very difficult. But, you know, yeah. Sound travels amongst these hills. Anyway, let's get into it. First off, we're gonna hit you with the pot and soil. Pot and soil, or I guess however you'd like to mulch, pot and soil, fertilizer, they're not the same thing, but they they work the same purpose, if you understand what I'm saying. Their job is just to make sure the plants can thrive in the best way possible and have root room and whatnot. Well, I guess fertilizer isn't really for root room. Editing me, you got this. I'm too high right now. I might talk about it later. If I do, forget about it. But if you know. Alright, I have the information we all need. Mulch is typically used to cover the top of the soil and protect it from weathering or other elements. Okay? Then fertilizer is mixed in with the dirt itself to boost the nutrients the plants are receiving. Then we've got pot and soil. And pot and soil is a mixture of mulch, fertilizer, and compost or dirt, or both. It can be used to fill in pots or germinate seeds, and we're going to be using all of these. We don't show too much of it, but you do get a couple clips of it. So, okay. Now, we have seeds. First off, we've got cabbage, then we've got sweet corn, spinach, and then last but not least, something y'all may not know you could eat and put in salads and make teas out of is the calendula. I don't know. Or the Pacific Beauty. That's way easier for me to fucking say. The Pacific Beauty. But yeah, those are the things we're going to put straight into the ground because those are hardy things. A lot of the... It's way past frost time where I'm at. Oh, that was pretty... That's cool. But it's way past frost time where I'm at. So I don't have to worry about any of these things dying or when they're germinating in the ground. So that's something I'm very lucky about. And then we have our physical plants we're going to put in the ground today. Our actual plants include 2 black diamond watermelon plants. We have 7 habanero plants. They're not all in this container. A good couple of straight 8 cucumbers. I'm not straight 8 cucumbers. I'm not quite sure how many we got. We got some pickling cucumbers. We've got some sweet melon cherry tomatoes. We have some Cherokee purple tomatoes, big boy and better boy tomatoes. What I'm most thrilled about, we have 2 Japanese eggplants. I'm very, very, very excited about these. That being said, I am pretty positive that I'm not gonna put all of the tomato plants in the ground, and I have to do some quick research about what I'm gonna do with the Japanese eggplants. I'm pretty sure that my climate is weird to say, but the climate of Japan and the climate of where I live is really similar. So I'm pretty sure I can just throw them in the ground. But I don't want to put the first Japanese eggplants I've ever had straight in the ground and then just, I think the term's eating your own foot. I don't want to eat my own foot. So, from what I gathered, it basically just said, you do your best, whatever your heart's desire. It really said a lot of people were recommending doing a raised grow plant, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Boom. This is our area. It's our area because it gets a shit ton of sun, and as you can see, it's rutted up really bad already. It's rutted up because we were cleaning up garbage. You will not be getting any more details than that. Alright, I have the things we need for our quest. First, we've got a hoe. A dirty hoe, specifically. Then we've got a rake. Then we have our handy dandy shovel. And finally, we have our fertilizer. And I wasn't going to show this clip, but my dog is way too cute not to, so I am blessing you today. Also, here's a clip of my shoes, very wet from all the dew on the grass. I hope that grass is tasty at least. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk in this clip too. As you can see, a lot and nothing has gotten done. I'm about to put some corn in the ground there on the back because I can, and then I've got those eggplants and whatnot need to go on the ground for sure. I'm gonna throw some dirt in those buckets back there and put the tomatoes in, but I don't know what else I can do right now. It's been all day. I have not checked in since this morning, and then yeah, it's just been nuts. So yeah, I'll check back with y'all in a minute. Okay, so I've got dirt, fertilizer in the ground where I've decided, not only am I putting corn in the ground right now, put those eggplants in the ground, I'm also gonna put carrots together, because you can grow these together. I just thought about that. So I'm gonna grow them together, and yeah, see. You can probably hear my parents weed eating in the background. What? A long row. Yeah, I've got the eggplants in the ground and I'm dirty and I'm tired and it's the corn row. I'm calling it a day. See you tomorrow or whenever I come back to this. This is my shame. This boulder has ended up being one of the banes of my existence. I failed horrendously to get it out. As you can probably tell, it's like probably 3 times my weight. It's huge. I still don't know how deep the boulder ended up going, but I know matter of factly I was not getting that son of a bitch out. Kudos to me for trying though. I've just decided I'm just gonna use the boulder. We're keeping the boulder. There's no way I'm getting this out. I look like a fucking... I don't know. I look like someone who just escaped the asylum probably. But yeah, I'm just gonna plant my carrots around this boulder. Hello. It specifically has been exactly 1 week since I talked to you last on the boulder. And it has been quite the interesting week. I may or may not have just happened to get everything but some of the seeds in the ground. Okay, Prince, don't, not for you, Bubba, not for you. Including all of my tomatoes and such, and I repotted the lavender and everything.
Hi, Bubby, I love you, but I'm recording something. I'm recording.
But before we get into any of that, dude, I'm the only one you do this to. I'm literally the only one he jumps on and nibbles, but he does not hurt me. He's hurt me on accident once, and it's because when you go onto our patio, there's like a little bit of a dip, and he jumped and went into the dip, and as he went into the dip, I just stepped over it, and he didn't like calculate that, and he got my arm, his tooth literally just into my arm, like if you got hit with the ball or some shit, or a spike. He didn't mean to. As you can see, he's literally, or I don't know if you can see him, but he was just gnawing my boots. Are those tasty? He's a sweet guy, but it's been so long you'd forget that I smoke. To the stars, buds. Also, to my decided little rebrand of my channel that I'm probably going to be called Starlight or something. I'm not quite sure what I'll go by, but I'll post those updates to my channel before I send this video up. And I will no longer be the Baked Little Muffin, but the Baked Little Muffin will always exist with us. I probably will be like baked, I don't know what I'll be, but not for you. It's not yours. Stop it. Thank you. I'm just stick that in him in my skirt. No. He's trying to eat everything. Okay, to the stars, buds. Get your shit ready. We gotta take this shit. Okay. You could say I'm guilty of being lazy. You could say I'm bad at recording YouTube videos. But to that, I say, shut up. And I logged it. I didn't show you this, but I have been logging my progress. I might have showed you it. I'm not sure. But I've been logging my progress as I go. From the very first day, we got oh, there's a little bit of weed on there. Wonderful. From May 10th to today, which is the 21st. I don't know why I looked in there. I guess I was looking at yesterday, which was the 20th. Oh Lord, someone has used this to roll on. You can almost tell. I don't know how centered I've been, but I hope I've been fine. Okay, we'll start with the 10th. On the 10th, I planted 2 eggplants, and then I got a corn row planted. The 11th, all we did was till on the garden. The 12th, nothing could be done. It just rained all day. The 13th, we tilled some more, and I recorded this. We were tilling, and then I recorded around, or I dug around the boulder and discovered the boulder, and that I was not going to be able to shove the boulder out of my way like I wanted to. Sometimes you can't brute force your way through life, unfortunately, or you'll, like, seriously injure yourself. Calculate those times, please. Don't hurt yourself. You do not have to, you know. Anyway, which it didn't even turn out to be a carrot patch, but I'll show you that anyway. The 14th, we planted the sprouts, which were the cucumbers, the habaneros, pickling cucumbers, the black diamond watermelons, and then I finished up the corn row. I extended it the whole length of the garden, and then I added beans to the corn row. Because fun fact, you can plant corn and beans side by side. There are a lot of things you can plant side by side, but you can't plant things like cucumbers and watermelons beside each other because they'll crossbreed, and you'll get this weird cucumber watermelon thing. I doubt it'd even be that bad. It'd just be strange, and I don't know. I might just end up doing it on purpose at one point. I don't know if I'll do it this year, but you'll see it in the future. And the 16th, I just removed rocks and had a minty bee. The 17th, I planted my coleuses out front, which are named Mary, Mabel, and Marge. And then we've got a geranium I planted, which is named Pinto, because it's pinto pink, and I thought that was fucking adorable. Then I repotted a petunia we bought, which was bubblegum pink, and I named it Bubblegum from Adventure Time, because what else? I planted 5 carnival cucumbers, which were just seedlings. Okay, I started to germinate 5 carnival cucumbers. And then my strawberry seeds actually doubled in size, like almost overnight. And then the 18th, I repotted the lavender I'd bought. And the 20th, I potted the Cherokee Purple, Cherry, Big Boy, and Better Boy tomatoes. We also put cages up around of it, and that leads us to today, where we're going to be doing, I don't know, I might just be showing you what I have done, and then I might just end this video. I don't know. I really want to get some more seeds in the ground. There's a really easy spot to do it if I want to go ahead and do it today, and I have full power to do it today. We'll see though. Anyway, I do this. Cut. These are the bell pepper seedlings. These got moldy. Matter of factly got moldy, but it was only the small top layer, so I choose to remain delusional. These are hopefully going to be just fine. These were the 3 I was forced to plant, but you know, when the universe forces your hand, sometimes all you can do is act. Okay, so I know matter of factly this is good. Okay, so I've just got the little re-roll for this. You saw my hair fly in the wind just then. We have our cucumbers, and then we've got habanero peppers, and then we've got pickling cucumbers. We have our eggplants, and then a whole row of beans and corn. Then we've got here our watermelon, and then we've got our Cherokee Purple tomatoes. I'm super excited by those. Honestly, really happy with it. But I thought I was gonna do like an extra row today. I'm not. I don't have the time. But I do have the time to finish out this video and take a hit with you. So just give me 1 second. Alright guys, well, I hope you have enjoyed what I hope will be the first installment in a series of gardening while gardening videos. Or gardening while gardened videos. So yeah, like I said, I hope this will be the first in many gardening while gardened videos. And to the stars, buds. Cheers. Let me redo that. Bye, buds.